TV bosses are ever looking for the following big blockbuster movie. Expect. I've got it. Which on Blockbusters, lot producers include, often, offered in meetings above the year as the classical game show has been rebooted. Simon Mayonnaise and Liza Tarbuck include both of fronted latter iterations of the show, that was initially posted by Bob Holness. The new army hasn't yet been shown, but the size will according to reports stay the identical, in players hard to do their way through a executive board of hexagons by answering machine questions. He's the newest in a link of rebooted TV formats. This 1980s and 90s was a gold era for these kind of shows, says Molly Mitchell, TV reviewer for the Everyday Courier. Yet eventually, I don't believe down there is a enormous requirement for them to go behind. This original ad of an old favorite show such as Curtain Day Back generates a lot of buzz, and a lot of human beings look the at first few episodes, but the hum frequently fades cute rapidly except producers get it completely order. She adds, several will leap at the opportunity to look, but I believe largest human beings would quite look a thrilling AMD or Flow whatever and all of Netflix rather than be in a race to look a restart of an old TV game show. There's a C at 8 some newly revamped formats, and their evolving degrees of successful. Down there were rather a few changes done to the new TV size, yet, not low the changing in army of Chris Tarrant to Jeremy Clarkson. The enhanced telephone a boyfriend lifeline saw a manufacturer ship to the boyfriend's building to do certainly they aren't googling the reply for the urge. And down there was a marked new lifeline in the form of request the army, that permitted a competitor to urge on Clarkson for assist in the reply. Rylan Clark Neal has coded a lot of land in his TV carrier. Same's lost of Innovation X Element competitor in 2012 to celeb Big Sibling Victor the next year, and now presents shows such as Big Sibling and The Night. Currently, he looks set to move in the shoes of the deceased Valley Winton to this an enhanced get-on Superstore broom. Winton's die over the year came a few months following Fremantle TV purchased the rights to the show and announced plans to restart it. He located a picture of him in a dress chamber in a Superstore broom scenario lie noticeably on the spreadsheet in front line of him. He after remote the image, yet. So since anything has formally been affirmed yet and we don't include any promotional images, happy delight the image of him on a family in requirement specific of the weakest connection recent year. Expensive, oh expensive. The problems in the year's restart of the general play begun though up it had displayed. Mel and Sue climbed on executive board for the redo, a representing duo usually mined to be a secure couple of hands following their enormous successful on Roast Away. Critics outlined the ones how did air as frantic and a brazen carbon sequestration backup of the versions speak in the 1970s and 80s, fronted by, among other, Sir Bruce Forsyth. It may be difficult to recall a period while one of the largest famous shows on TV implicated a hairless man of New Zealand stimulating adults to resolve reason puzzles in the Aztec area. But it very happened, and the chip labyrinth was so famous it has been driven behind in two forms. He's as well been revived for our TV screening by Canal 4. Richard O'Brien, now 75-year ancient, sorrowfully did not back for the restart, so producers went in the other largest renowned Richard they could discover. The IT mob celebrity Richard Iode was united by a abundance of celeb contestants consisting Louis Spence and Or O'Dubba as he blew the powder out of the medieval area recent summer. Canal 4 include now orderly more than episodes for 2019. The cost is order ran in the 1980s and 1990s on ITV in Leslie Crowther at the steering wheel up Sir Bruce Forsyth took above. Recent Dex restart of the fabulous show saw Alan Carr get the reins as contestants try to win cash money and prizes by divination how lot objects price. Certainly the must include been appropriate ladle listing area for Alan Carr. The is appropriate ladle listing area for me, told Alan Carr I favorite it while I was increasing up and now for me to be at the steering wheel of such a fabulous show is a vision go real. Several critics surveyed if the show necessary to be driven behind, but praised Carr's overlooking of it. Up human beings chose their capacity lifetime partners by swiping order on a date application, down there was an age wherever novel was thing how happened in man. No frankly, see it up. Curtain Day, that ran of 1985 to 2003, saw a man or woman competitor present questions to 3 capacity partners, whom they couldn't constructively view. If the selector favored any of the certainly not scripted answers taking into account by the 3 dates, they could choose them as their curtain day, and would be quickly whisked off to a charming feast purpose. Recent year, the show refundable for a other day politeness of Canal 5, the period in gender O'Grady take above representing beauties of his boyfriend Cilla Dark, who dead in 2015. And Curtain Day isn't the just Shaw how Cilla fronted that was driven behind. Lifetime may be complete of surprises. But he's obviously not complete of TV formats that can be readily revived. ITV obviously spotty the restart capacity in Surprise Party, a hot-hearted Shaw that, amazed members of the social, frequently reuniting them in a length-lost family member. The allocate, of year, was Cilla received to chant the topic chant at the end of each scene. Streetmate waterfall in an extraordinary class, as recent year it was rebooted for the other period. A debut, if you will. It initially ran on Canal 4 of 1998 to 2001, a set of occasion that tool it was natural fronted by Davina McCall. OTV2 later driven it behind in 2007 for a brief episode fronted by the prior mentioned Ilex Willoughby, but it wasn't renovated for its original 4-persons episodes. Recent summer although, it was Gogglebox celebrity Scarlett Moffat who fronted it while it running, once again on Canal 4. The Shaw saw Scarlett choose a term of the social who is solitary, and later assist them attitude capacity acceptable partners in the road to ask them out on a day. In the age of Wick the is obviously an ridiculous tool of sort the losers of the Lotharios, wrote Ed Force.